Does your Zouk Kizomba beat sound flat and muddy like this when you want it to sound clean and professional like this? Mixing Zouk isn't just about volume, it's about that smooth relationship between the kick and the bass. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I mix a Zouk Kizomba beat in just 5 simple steps inside FL Studio. Let's get into the FL Studio. First, double-click here to automatically select all instruments, allowing us to easily route them into mixer channels. Right-click, insert one, and then choose Route Selected Channel starting from this track. Before we add any effects, we need headroom. I select all my mixer tracks and pull them down to about -6 decibels or -9 decibels. This stops your master from clipping later. For Zouk, you want a very dynamic sound, not a squashed one. So turn everything down and let's bring in the kick first. The kick and bass need to hug each other, not fight. I usually use an equalizer to cut unnecessary frequencies. This helps to remove muddiness, make our kick sound richer, and leave room for other instruments. Here we come to our bass instrument after the kick. There's not much to do with the bass, I only add a compressor and balance it. However, this isn't always necessary because it sometimes depends on how you play your bass. When working with percussion, just like with other instruments, it's important to identify and remove unnecessary frequencies that may be imperceptible to the human ear. This can be challenging, but using a plugin with a monitor that visualizes frequency levels can be very helpful. Focus on cutting frequencies where the monitor shows little to no signal or very low power. These frequencies are often what we refer to as mud, or undesirable sounds, and if left unchecked, they can negatively impact your mix. Sometimes you must rely on your ears, what you hear, and your creativity. That's why I said earlier, mixing is not about leveling or EQ. It's a process of building relationships between instruments so your beat sounds perfectly according to your desires. It takes time, but don't overdo it. Sometimes I prefer to use the built-in effects presets on a selected plugin instead of adding another plugin on the FL Studio mixer channel. This approach helps reduce the workload of the project and makes the computer run more smoothly. Each effects plugin you load adds significant strain to the project and the computer's performance. This snare sounds very dry. I will add reverb to it, and it will sound wetter and cooler. Now it's time to level up the volume of our beat. Earlier, we reduced the volume level of the instruments. Now I will add a compressor. This will be used to boost the audio level without clipping. Additionally, I will use Maximus for frequency separation and to enhance those frequencies. All low frequencies from kick, bass, lead, or synth should be centered. This is why I merge stereo channels into mono. Thank you for watching this far. Your interest in this content means a lot to me. If you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing to my channel and sharing these videos with others. Thanks again, and I look forward to seeing you in the next videos.